going to a new research spot. I'm not going to go all the way in just because, I don't know, it's really deep. But I'm starting to really research this spot. Like, I found this spot with Katie, and it looks very promising. So it's just me and the dogs today. Seeing a lot of wildlife, a lot of baby wildlife too, like smaller animals. I'm gonna probably start one of the game elk projects up here to see how they're moving around. Because since I saw the mom with the calf, I was just like, oh, perfect timing. So then I can start seeing how the herd move around here and everything, and go from there. And it's close to home, so I can check the game cams more often. But I just have a feeling this spot, I think it's going to produce something. I think this is just, I think it's just the amount of wildlife, the remoteness of it, the food source. There's plenty of places you can get water. There's a ton of headwaters up here. So if I was an animal and wanted to be elusive, this is where I want to be. 100%. So I'm going to start really, really hounding on this place like I've done like I used to do in Tillamook and my other research areas, and go from there. So I'm going to turn the camera around and see what we can find. Sorry for the crookedness. I'm not really good with this setup yet. Still learning how to use when I start learning, I'm getting some equipment so I can, oh, a bear! That was cool! Did you guys see it? Oh, man. Oh, he's gone. Oh, wow. I don't know where he went. That was a beautiful bear. I don't know if I got that on camera. If I did, I just saw the butt of it. It was a beautiful bear too. See, just right there, there's predators in the area. There's all sorts of stuff in here. He's not gonna be happy when I tell I saw a bear, but I'm not that surprised because the amount of berries in here is just amazing. Just gotta be on watch. But as you can see, this is a prime example why everyone's like, oh, there's just a bear. When I have some experiences, that bear darted as soon as it heard the forerunner, the Tacoma. So just the fact that every time I ran into bears, they always run away from me. Always run. I've never had one stick around. I'm not saying they don't, because there can be curious bears too, but that was just that was cool. I'm just glad the dogs didn't see it. It could have been a interesting, really loud time in the truck. Small cab, 2 hound dogs barking. Yeah, I'd go deaf, and you guys would probably go deaf. Turn off your audio for a minute. That was cool. I had a feeling I was going to probably see one around here. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another one. If we do, then we might be just take careful in here. Because I just don't want the dog jumping one. That's the biggest thing. I don't want the dog jumping a bear. But that thing was gone. I just saw his butt. I'm really hoping I caught it on camera, guys. That was cool. This is why I film all the time. This is why I try to film all the time. To catch stuff like that, because it's not just Bigfoot I'm interested in, it's all the other wildlife, and it helps me with my studies, because not only am I doing research on Sasquatch, I'm doing research on the wildlife, specifically elk, because I've noticed there is a pattern where there's with Sasquatch, there's elk. So seeing that bear gives me that's some other wildlife, it's a predator. So are they competing with Sasquatch? That's something I will have to put in my notes, that I've seen a bear so far. Doesn't mean a problem. I may see another one, but we will see. The spot, especially the spot where we're going to right now, there is a high probability of jumping one. may not let the dogs out there. He might wait till he get to a different spot. That was cool. That was a healthy bear. Was not skinny. That was a healthy bear. I'll have to go through this. I'm actually going to pause it for a minute, guys, and then be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Just wanted, so I'm not having to go through too much film. Yeah, I've learned this new video editor so I can actually make my videos and make them longer and not just drone them out. I guess I'm going down. I'm curious where this goes. Someone's been down here. You can see the fresh tracks. Just hope I don't run into some campers. I don't want to be rude. This is all Sasquatch National Forest, and basically, you can't camp anywhere out here as long as you maintain and make sure things stay clean. Well, I guess I'm going down because I wasn't expecting to go this far, but I'll be alright. Drive going back up so I don't burn up my tires. Now you can see someone's been down here recently, very recent. Oh, this is as far as I've gone, so it's all unknown territory. Trying to make some distance too between that bear and me, just so if he does pop back out later on, I don't jump him with the dogs. Because I'm out here running the dogs too, I'm not just doing research. I let the dogs go do stuff. Oh, looks like there's some feces on the ground. Looks like elk, maybe. Wow, this is beautiful back here. Just was the highlight of my day, seeing a bear. I love seeing stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking, but it's cool to see that wildlife you don't normally see all the time. Oh yeah, look at that view. This is where me and Katie stopped. Yeah, nothing but forest. For miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Oh. Let me get that back in. This will be. How do you. There we go. Just want to make sure I'm doing everything the smart way. This is where I thought I would see a bear. Wasn't here. This is, I think, where me and Katie stopped. Right in here. Someone's definitely been in here. You can see the road. Basically today is just an exploration, and then the next video here will be the actual starting of the research. Today's exploration. Just trying to be careful, wary of what I'm doing, and just exploring, seeing what I can find, what's out there, and go from there. Someone's definitely been back here. Unless that's our tracks from when me and Katie were out here a couple days ago. I don't think it is. Because there was a lot when I turned onto this road. There's quite a bit of tracks. Which, if you're willing to go do some really good camping, this is a good area to do so. Oh yeah, there's a fresh sign right here. a lot drier too today, so it's a little bit safer. When we were out here, it was rainy, muddy, and really nasty. This is where we pulled and turned around last time. But I'm gonna go for it. I'm not gonna go too far, but we'll see where this goes. Maybe. It gets awful woody. Back up if I need to. Maybe not. Maybe this is the end of the road. Well, let's go forward and see what it looks like. If anything, I'll just back up. Ellie, stop. I gotta concentrate here for a minute. Nope, still keeps going. It just gets a little covered right there. Got a little nervous there for a minute, guys. Sorry. Oh. Well, that sucks. This is gonna be a fun backup. You ever seen Austin Powers? Well, that kind of ruins things for me a little bit. We're going to try to back this out. Oh, for pete's sake. Ellie, stop. Alright, I gotta let you guys go for a minute. Alright, well that got really dicey really quick. I got turned around, but I don't know why they blocked the road, because it said it was open. But they definitely, apparently do not want you going any further, which I don't quite understand, but quite frankly, this was meant, they purposely did this. Come here. Well, honestly, it's a good spot to camp. Back trucking right here. It was just a real big pickle trying to get that corner. I'm glad we didn't come down here in the rain. It would have been bad. Well, this is why you explore. It kind of sucks though, because I was really hoping this was going to go back into that valley, which it doesn't look like it does. That is unfortunate. But thing is though, I could put a game cam out here on one of these. There's a trail. All anyone would mess with it and see what's moving around out here. Yeah, I almost rolled down into there on accident because I accidentally had it in reverse still. Got really close and that would have been not a good day. Because Katie's at home. I sent her a message but she was asleep. I camp here though. It's got shade and everything else. I'll have to remember that. Look at the size of that boulder. That's a nice boulder. I'm not seeing any bear prints though or nothing. It's just weird because when you look on the map, it shows this road. But it doesn't show anything about any closures on Onyx or nothing. It shows part of the road closed, but it's not here, I don't think. That's what's interesting, because it shows you. So I don't know. I don't know why they decided to say no. There's usually a reason. Probably didn't want to maintain it. As you can see the tracks where the machine came down. I think that's recent. Let them play around and do their little thing. Explains why it got brushy up there for a minute. But the old girl did it. Thank goodness, because if it was in my Dodge, oh boy, this would have been not a fun time. Hence the reason why I bought a truck like this. I have my Dodge at home, but this is my exploring rig because it can get me out of pickles like this because it's smaller. Sometimes I wish they would mark at the top a dead end or something so you don't end up in these situations. Or at least block it up on top of the hill where it's open. Because they did that, I think, this winter. Why, I don't know. Oh, look at that. Ooh. I'm going to say that is a bear. That's a tall bear. Yeah, this would have been a muddy mess to get back out of when it was raining. Yeah, because I was already sinking a little bit right there. Anyone seen the track? I don't have no weird vibes here. Alex seems fine, but what's he doing? Look. Maybe he smells the bear. Normally. Amos, are you okay? See what he's doing. He's wagging his tail. He's not acting all weird. I look back there, he's just sitting in the back. I'm like, don't you want to come out and do stuff? Do you want to get out of here, buddy? Is that what's going on here? We can. Let's see, other scratch marks. I'm pretty sure that's a bear sign. Pretty sure it's from a bear. Yeah. Amos is doing fine. He's alright. It would really suck if another car came down here. It's just crazy because there was so much traffic in here. But I didn't see any other road coming in. I don't know. Unless that road that I come around the corner, it dips to the left, that's blocked is the road that goes down to the valley, which is probably what it was. Which sucks, but oh well. Alright, well, get back on top and sit down, listen for a little bit, and see what happens. This one, let the truck cool off for a minute because it was getting hot. Alright, see you guys. Well, we got out of there after that little hairiness, but kind of sucks I can't get in that valley. Well, I can. It's going to be a lot of hiking. But there is another spot out here that has some high interest too. Just wish I could have got down in there further. That's why you explore these areas, but if I didn't do this, I would have never saw that bear too. Yeah, there's an old road right there too that could have gone down in there too. Hard to say. I'll have to do some more research in this area and see if there's any way to get down to that road system. If there is even a road system, that might be all area you can't get into, which is even more wanting me to get in there, because that's an even higher chance of a Sasquatch being in there, if not more than one. You never know, because then it's really, really remote and inaccessible to humans, unless you want to hike, like, looks like a good couple miles in on ground that was extremely steep. Doesn't sound like a great time to me, to be honest with you. But like Shane Corson said, ridge apes in one of the documentaries, I've taken that to heart, because I've had more experiences up on higher elevations than down on lower elevations. That's why I run around all these ridges all the time. And I've noticed during the summer months, there seems to be more things running around up here than there is down below. I don't know why that is. I'm not a wildlife expert, but something I'm still learning about, and I'm hoping to learn more. Just crazy, because this road looks like this. It's really nice. Then all of a sudden it just stops back there. What you saw. That's why it just drives me nuts sometimes, but it's a forest road. They're not going to have signs saying dead end at the very end. This isn't the city. Well, that was done recently. I wonder if there was a landslide or something. You can ask my friend. He works in this district. You can ask him if there's some reason why that's been blocked up. He's one of the foresters for over here. Or it could easily be just people trashed it. Is this where we saw the bear? Possibly. So let my dogs out, but I can't remember where we saw the bear at. It's like, Do we feel lucky today? It's more not the bear attacking us, it's more my dogs. They're hound dogs chasing it, and then I'm going to be having to run through the forest going, come back here. What? You guys have lasted this long. Thanks for watching. If you could please subscribe to the channel and share my channel. I'm trying to get it grown. This is basically what I do, just run around the woods researching Sasquatch and looking for wildlife. Definitely going to tell you one thing, I am going to research in here, but it's definitely going to help to eat my Wheaties in the morning, because man, this is some steep ground. I was so hoping to get in that valley, because it was perfect. It was like this, when we came through, it was this misty, foggy day, and it just looked really fertile, and just all the birds, wildlife we were seeing, it was perfect. So I was just like, seeing that at the very end of this, I was real bummed. But it's made me rethink that wonder if that road, which is actually right around this corner, I believe. I thought it was. Yeah, it is. There's a road right on our left down here. I wonder if that used to go to the valley, and I wonder if that's the road that supposedly used to be open that's not open anymore. Because they really dug it out. Like, there is no traveling through there. But it goes downhill towards that valley. Right here. Right in there. I should probably turn my four-wheel drive off. Might make life a little bit easier. Well, that sounded healthy. Right here. Right in there. And I'm almost wondering if this used to be the road that went down into the valley. which is probably what's likely the truth, which sucks. I can't get in there. I just don't know why they blocked them. They open all these other roads up, but for some reason they do weird stuff like that. Never really understood that, but I'm not a forester, so I couldn't tell you why. I'm pretty sure that's where we saw the bear, which is above where we just came by. Well, if you guys have made it this far, thank you for watching, but that's going to be the end of the program. Well, no, I'll let you guys watch. You guys want to keep watching, go for it, and I really appreciate it. And if you guys have recommendations of what I can do to make my videos better, let me know. I don't know really how to put music on my stuff. I'm sorry, I just don't. I'm trying. I'm not really good. I'm not techie savvy. So I'm trying my best, but this channel is for research. I'm trying to be like an Olympic project, and I believe they're called Study Sasquatch, I believe it is, with Nathan. I don't know his last name, and those guys, and Tyler. Bigfoot Museum, and that's what I am. I'm trying to be a citizen scientist and trying to study this as like a biologist would. So that's what this channel is about. Me doing that type of stuff and showing me you doing along the way, because I love video photography too. So I hope you guys like it. Cool if we saw that bear again though. Sorry, I just that was the coolest thing. I'll have to check my video and see if it's on there, but I'm pretty sure I did. If anyone's heard any reports out of the Drift Creek drainage area, let me know. I'm curious. Basically the whole Oregon Central Coast range I'm interested in. But the closer I can go to my house, sometimes the better, you know. But I'll never stop going to my original research area. It's just having a really hard time getting there. There's just one thing after another lately, and then I'm closing up the roads, and then I just seen that they're closing up a main area, which I think is for fire season, but I'm not sure. I don't remember doing that before. Well, they did once, but it was actually really a high level, so they shut the gate. So I don't know if they're doing some road maintenance out there or what. So I'm just trying to find other options and stuff I can use, and two, I'm trying to study other locations to see if there's comparable data, which I have found out there is with Tillamook and my original research area. I've had things happen at both places that were pretty much the same. And what the heck was that just came out of almost went under my tire? That was weird. Ellie didn't even see it. I just saw a little glimpse of it running out of the bush. I think it was a bunny, but it went back. It's good. It didn't get it, guys. I watched it. It went back into the brush. But yeah, no, I really look up to those people, because that's what I strive to be. Alright, well, that's about it. So if anything happens between here and home, I'll let you guys know. Hope you guys have a good 4th. America. See you guys. Have a happy 4th.